Okay.
Hi, everybody. It's Linda G, and I'm here with Tanya. Tea
Oh,
time.
tea time with Tanya.
You look beautiful, girlfriend. You're
Thank
just
you.
glowing.
Thank you. Thank you so
What's
much.
what's your secret?
I don't know.
How you
I
been
don't have a
feeling?
secret.
How you've been feeling the power, the energy?
Yes. Yes, definitely. I have been feeling whatever it is in the universe that has been going on. And I'm 58 years old.
You're
So
young. I'm 72, 71.
and it really is like since I hit 55, it does seem like I'm aging backwards.
That's what happened to me when I turned 55. All of a sudden, my life started making a turnaround.
Yeah.
I could manifest easier too.
Everything, all the doors open for me.
Isn't
All
that
all of
something?
my psychic doors started opening, and it's like now I'm in a gale force hurricane. Everything is happening so fast. But I love it. I love it.
Now, what state are you located in?
I'm in Nevada.
Okay, Nevada's not bad right now. So,
Well, it's
girlfriend,
hot. It's hot.
yeah, my friends just bought a house in Las Vegas, but yeah, you just stay indoors all the time.
Yeah. And that's where I'm at. I'm in Las Vegas. Well, I'm in Henderson, but it's still
Yeah,
Las Vegas.
but it's got everything you need right there. It's just really hot.
Really hot and really expensive.
It used to be dirt cheap to be in Nevada. Do you remember them days?
Yeah, I do. When I bought my house here, it was so inexpensive to live, to shop, even to go to the casinos and go eat. Oh, now since COVID, there's number one, the casinos, the cheap buffets at the casinos, those no longer exist. Oh,
No.
no, no. If you want a buffet at the casino, you're talking starting between 30 and $50 per person to get
Right.
the same garbage that you got when it was $9.99.
But Jesus, girl, my sister and I don't know if we stayed. It was a big casino. I can't think of it, but it had a Chinese restaurant. It also has the restaurant Sinatra inside there. But that when I go see my friends, I want to take them to that restaurant. It even had a little chair to put your purse on.
Oh, right on.
But the food was outrageous. You can get some good food in the restaurant,
Yeah, yeah,
but you're gonna pay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's like if you're scared of the price tag, don't come to Las Vegas now, because you literally have to say, I don't care what it costs. I'm coming to have a good time, and money is no object. And if you
Right.
come
And
with that mindset, you'll have a great time.
if you gamble too, you want to have the ability to lose so much. That's what I do. I give myself a cutoff. I won't gamble this much. If I lose it, I lose it. I'm not going to sweat it. But if I win, I'll just keep playing. And
There you
sometimes I
go.
win and a little more and I stop. So,
Right.
girlfriend, the reason I asked where you're at is because energetically, what's going on right now to Florida, it's going to be tough, girlfriend.
Yes.
I threw the cards before I had Mel earlier today, and I threw the cards, and the cards were devastating. So, my recommendation is to listen to the people in the government and get the hell out.
Yeah.
They
My
even taking
oldest.
people that don't have the ability. If you can't drive, if you have a mechanical reason you need to have this machine to live, they'll come get you.
Yes.
Jesus, girl.
My oldest son is in Tampa, and he made it through the first one. He made it through Helene unscathed, and he's gotten an EV. So I'm really worried about this second round. I'm worried about it
Is
because
he
it's a super
staying?
direct. I haven't talked to him today. So
The Satan, who I don't not a fan of, but he's saying leave.
yeah, I hope he does. I hope he does. Hopefully he'll jump on a plane and just come on out here.
Yeah, yeah. But he should. You know what? I think he'll actually be okay. I'm thinking he's going to leave.
Yeah.
Does he
I
have
hope he
anyone
does.
else he's with that he takes care of?
Well, him and his partner are there.
Okay,
But
so I just feel like, and you be sure to call him and say, come see your mom.
I'm sure he'll be watching the show.
And it's not that far.
No, he can just jump on an airplane. He can
He can
come on.
jump
Come to
on an
mama.
airplane and get the heck out of Dodge and consider a little vacation. And then if everything's cool, he goes back and because I'm sure jobs are closed down right now too.
Yeah, well, he's IT. So, yeah.
He's an important job.
Yeah. So, and he's with a big company. But
What kind of place does he live in?
well, he owns his own home. So he's in a single story house with property. But he's near Tampa Bay. He's close enough for it to be scary.
Oh my God. They're even talking, it's a 5 now. They're talking it going up to 6.
Yeah, which is devastating. And that's what I predicted on my show. I said the same thing. Everybody who got hit this last time is going to get hit again. This is the most devastating storm. I got chill bumps.
Me too. I just got chills when you said that.
That we've had this year ever in the United States. And but
it's Armageddon is what I felt.
it is. But this is a lot of this that these people don't want to say. A lot of this is man-made. Okay, the way that these storms are moving is not natural, and they are showing signatures of these little rings like that they're guiding these storms by, and all of the storms that are crossing Mexico, the cyclones that are crossing Mexico coming into the Gulf of Texas.
Yes.
That are coming from the Pacific into the Gulf of Mexico.
That's how strong they are. Yeah. Hey, have you seen any of I've been seeing some pictures of Mexico too. They're flooding terrible.
Yes.
And girlfriend, did you see there's a hurricane? I should post it. I'll get the picture of it and post it on my community page. There's a hurricane heading towards Germany and Switzerland right now.
Yes, I predicted that too, that this year Europe is going to be hit by hurricanes. More and more hurricanes than they've ever, not just high tide and messing with the shoreline. They're actually going to get hit with hurricane or even tropical force strength storms in Europe, in the northern Aegean Sea.
Jesus. Well, girlfriend, years ago, my guides, when I did a reading, they said the UK was going to be plummeted with water. And remember when I first read, when I did my predictions, you probably said the same. I saw water. That's all I could see was water. And I've always said Florida was going to be covered in water.
Yes. I'm going to ask you this. Do you see, I've been predicting this for years, but where the Mississippi and Missouri River meet here in the United States, I see an ocean forming.
Yep, absolutely. I think the prophet said that too. What's his name? Edgar Casey.
Oh,
he prophesied that.
I didn't know that they had prophesied.
Wow.
But when I saw it, it freaked me out. And it started at Niagara Falls, and it's like it opened up, and it just became, and where the land in the United States will be divided by a sea or an ocean, but it'll be too big to go across by a bridge. You'll have to travel by plane or by boat to get from the East Coast to the West Coast.
Isn't that something? Now, what did you see for Florida? The same as me, like it's
Florida's no longer.
That's Florida, what I kept seeing.
Florida becomes water. Florida becomes water. Southern California becomes water. A lot of Mexico, northern Mexico becomes water, all the way to the canal.
Hey, girl, this is scary. But we have to adjust. The natives, my people's always said, nothing.
Do you have ghosts? Are there ghosts around you?
Yes, all the time.
They're playing with the camera.
Yeah, they're always around.
They're making the camera zoom
But you
in and
know,
out.
when we're right, they let me know, and I get that like you get the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so exciting.
Oh, but this, I just want to tell everybody who's on the coastal lands right now, y'all, please, please go to higher ground, get off the coast, get off, and everybody who was already flooded, leave now, because I feel that this storm is coming, it's going to be full force by Wednesday.
Oh yeah, and listen, also I saw psychically when I threw the cards, I saw Disneyland getting hurt or Disney World.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's right there.
There's going to be a lot of cleanup. They have to close it down.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of. This storm is not going to bury Florida, but it's going to tear up the coastline, and it's going to. A lot of these buildings are just going to be uninhabitable after this because the
But
water's
this
going to go
isn't
so
the
high.
only one. See,
No,
it's one thing to get
back to
another
back.
100 years to build yourself. They're not going to get another 100 years.
No, and the storms that are behind this they're all going to be taking the same path.
Yeah. Oops.
Ooh,
Okay, girlfriend.
all
So,
right.
did you have any question you wanted to ask?
No, you go ahead with your
Well,
question.
real quick, I got to just ask you real quick, girlfriend. Does Milton hit Mar-a-Lago?
Does what?
Milton, the Hurricane Milton hit Mar-a-Lago?
I see Mar-a-Lago going away. I predicted that 2 years ago that because Mar means sea, and a lago is land by the sea. The sea is going to reclaim Mar-a-Lago, just like the name says. But let me go ahead and throw Universe
I'll throw
Creator
two.
Spirit
I'll throw
Guide.
two.
Will Hurricane Milton destroy Mar-a-Lago? Will Hurricane Milton
We
destroy
can't wish
Mar-a-Lago?
for it, but we can ask.
I asked, and Tarot gave us a great big yes. We get
Yeah.
the Three of Cups celebration.
And listen, that's a Cancer thing, which is water.
Yes, yes.
Ooh, girl, it will have some major hits.
Major. Look at the death on that. It's going to destroy Mar-a-Lago, but it's time. It
It's
is
time.
time. Everything that is Donald's should be destroyed this go round, and to include Bedminster, because I don't know how he escaped the last one. There was in June, there was that big earthquake that happened was right at Bedminster. So the universe is his karmic debt is due. His
Yeah.
karmic debt is due. So I don't know if Milton will take out Bedminster this time, but Bedminster will suffer as well. He will lose his big golf courses. All of them
Yeah.
will suffer.
Oh my God, girl, this is wonderful. A lot of people are wishing me good luck because I got COVID. So
Yes.
I can still sleep, girlfriend. If it was up, I was supposed to go to the Sherry show to say happy birthday to Mariana. I slept through the whole thing.
Oh no.
I can sleep, girl.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Did you catch it on the plane or did you catch
It
it
must have, because me and my nephew, both on the same plane, we both got sick at the same time. Can you believe nobody else in Chicago got sick? We
You
have
must
not
have
heard
got it
from
on the plane.
anybody else. And then I started Paxlovid, and he didn't. He's younger though. And him and I kind of went through the same symptoms, and we're both coming out of it now.
Ooh.
Did you ever get COVID?
I did. I did. It walked right through my front door. I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to die. I've never been so sick in my life. And I just barely in 2024, I think it was about February or right before my birthday in March is when I took my mask off. And I'm going on a trip next week and I'm packing all my masks.
You know what? I knew I should wear a mask because the plane is where you get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot my mask and even thought I'll buy one at the airport and forgot.
Yeah.
Don't want nobody with a mask on, but I don't care anymore. I'm wearing a mask.
Yes, especially on the plane. On mass
Yeah.
transit, if nothing else, in mass transit, wear a mask.
Yeah.
Just because you're breathing everybody else's dirty air.
Right, right. So Jack Smith has a big pile of indictments to hand out to these horrible people who are not helping the United States. Did we get any kind of clue when this might happen?
Okay.
See, I saw him with a pile of indictments doing this, taking it and throwing it and throwing it and throwing it.
Ooh,
What'd you
and
get?
I feel like whatever he's got going now, right now, whatever he's got going on is going to be his most impactful. Um, Judge Eileen Cannon, number one, she is in trouble. I feel like she's going to be removed before the election. Before the election, she's going
That's
to
in
be
less than a month.
removed. But she's broken laws that judges can't break. I feel that whatever's going on, and this is going on in the whoever is over the courts is over this, so we're not privy to this. But she's in trouble for what she has been doing. She made being a judge political. Um, and a judge can't be partisan. You can't
No,
be
I
a judge
know.
and
She's
be
a
partisan.
partisan. Well, he promised her a justice seat.
Yes. So I feel that, and I feel Jack Smith has a great big to do with that, as well as old Donnie Boy seriously facing some serious jail time. If he
Oh,
does, but
yes.
the only reason I don't see Trump in jail is because I see him dead.
Yeah, I've always had dreamt of him being dead. Yeah.
So, but I feel
Can't
like
take
he's
can't
gonna
take
get
the heat.
sentenced to prison, but he'll die before he spends a day in prison.
He might even try to escape.
The Machiavelli, yeah.
Yeah.
And if that is it, he'll try to go to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, something will happen. But
Yeah, but I
it's a
don't I
hard
don't think
life
he'll be
for him.
able to get to Saudi Arabia.
Hey, now I had a vision, and tell me what you think. The other day I was sick with COVID and I tried to do a show, but so far everything came true. But I saw what's weird. I saw Kamala win. Do you feel we'll know she won that night, the day of the thing?
What I really feel, because Donnie Boy has already said he's not going to succeed, I believe we'll know number wise, but not until the next day. Maybe even because that's Tuesday. It may even be on Thursday of that week when everybody is saying it is. It'll
It's
be
done.
Kamala won. It'll be all the numbers are there. And it'll be 2 days of literal. Somehow they'll get it into the courts. But I kind of feel like by Thursday of election week that it'll be.
Yeah, Mel was feeling it doesn't happen on that day, but I was definitely feeling. I see a shock and awe. I think the Democrats might take Florida.
Oh yes, and possibly Texas.
That's what I was feeling. But
Possibly
what I
Texas.
saw is I see we all know she won, but like you said, the numbers aren't guaranteed until Thursday.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like they're gonna be kicking up such a stink to where nobody's going to just call it, but the numbers will be there, and the even the electoral college numbers, she's gonna blow him away
Girl,
with
I was
the
feeling the
electoral
same
college
thing.
numbers. I mean, over 300,
I
over 300.
thought it was 370. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be to where there's no way Trump will have been able to win, but there's going to be so much chaos, and I kind of feel like this is the timing of everything with this WAR in the Middle East is part of them trying to mess with the election, trying to cause so much hate and discontent and making people afraid. That is why this is all about timing. And what Netanyahu is doing is to help Trump in this election by creating world chaos. And then the Mr. Only I can fix this, where we all know
Yeah,
only
but
he'll
he
make it
thought he was
worse.
gonna get that longshoreman strike going. And Biden went in there behind, didn't I say that? I said Biden's gonna go in there and Pete Buttigieg, and they're gonna say, dude, work with us. And they offered him enough money that the workers said to that guy, to hell with you, we're taking this deal.
And see, that's the thing. I don't watch the news. I don't watch television. I don't watch television at all. At all. But I had predicted with the longshoremen, I told people, I was like, whatever happens, you're not going to have to worry about it for more than a week.
That's
Whatever
what I
happens,
said. That was gonna
nothing
be,
is going to, by the 5th, it's going to be okay. That's
Yeah.
what I told them. If you have to go and get something, just make sure you've got enough to last you from Monday to Friday. Don't hoard. You're going to be okay. And put gas in your car. That's the only thing that I warned people to do. And I believe that is more for the hurricanes and the storms than anything, and the price gouging. Because when this next hurricane makes landfall, y'all, the gas prices are going to skyrocket.
yeah, it's probably already going up. I haven't gone downtown yet.
They're over here at at Terribles, it was already $5.
Yeah, it's always
Over
been
$5.
$5 here in
But
California.
it wasn't, we hadn't hit $5 in Las
Yeah.
Vegas.
When
And
I
we
was
hit
in Florida
$5.
visiting my good friends who lived in Melbourne, it was $2 a gallon. So,
Yeah,
but
and
listen,
there's
I
no
had a
shortage
hit.
of food. I'm sorry.
I had a hit. When I was looking at Kamala going in there, she ain't gonna mask, girlfriend. You know, she's so sweet. She got the beautiful smile, but she ain't gonna play. She is not gonna play. She's
Well,
not
she
gonna
is a
let people run
prosecuting.
all over her. Even Obama let those idiots run all over him. I see her because she's a Scorpio too, right? Or she's a Libra Scorpio.
Oh, right
Mhm.
on, right on, right on.
I knew her when she was a district attorney. Listen, she don't play.
And that's it. She does not play. And she is what Trump is afraid of.
Yes.
Somebody who will hold his feet to the fire. And I really hope that she cuts loose and shows her strong self. Because I mean, energetically, the divine feminine, this everything is to usher in the divine feminine. All of this. That's why Mexico's got a female president now.
Yeah.
You know, and by the end of, I believe, by 2035, most of these lands will be ran by females.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
So
But
let me tell you my hit.
yes.
All of a sudden, because I was looking at Scotus, all of a sudden I saw Thomas, I saw all of them, including Roberts, packing boxes and heading out almost desperately. What was that about?
Oh my God. Now, I don't know how Thomas is still alive. I don't know. He should have been gone like 2 years ago. But I believe Jack Smith is coming after Thomas too. Thomas and his wife, because both of them have broken federal law. Both of them have broken federal law.
Yeah.
And especially her. She should not even be a free person right now. But I feel because of all of this, and I believe this is what are they called? The Federalist Society that is keeping a lot of these people protected. And because there's so much, this is all treason. The reason that none of these people are being held accountable is treason, because of the people who are sitting in Congress who are not letting the law go forward as it's supposed to. And I believe when all of this crumbles, which it will this year before 2025, we will not go into 2025 with this same energy. All of this stuff has to crumble. It has to be destroyed, and it will be destroyed. And I believe that all of the things that are happening with the weather, and I don't know if you listen to me about the Draconians, but the Draconians got their walking papers, and they are the richest of the rich, the 0.5%. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers are the Draconians. They got to go. So that's why all these people, number one, are dying right now. All these famous people are all just exiting the planet because it is time. There is a giant draconian ship right outside of our consciousness that is getting filled up by a whole bunch of rich muckety mucks, and they're draconians.
But
And
they're
when
not
that
rich in soul. They were just rich in land and
no, these are the filthiest of the rich. These aren't these they are 10 times richer than Donald Trump. These are the people that I'm talking about that are in control of stuff. Donald Trump is a reptoid. He's not a draconian. He is more of a he's a reptoid. He's scaly with a tail. But he's not he's an underling of the draconians.
wow. He
Take what
don't want to
resonates
be
and leave
too.
all the
He
rest.
always wanted to be rich, but he never was.
No, no, he's a pretender.
So, girlfriend, did you ever? Because I gotta go back and watch your shows. Did you ever get a hit on P. Diddy? Is he one of those ones that thought he was all that?
Yes, but P. Diddy is a distraction. He is a huge distraction right now. He's got everybody looking at him. Now, remember, P. Diddy did the exact same thing that Jeffrey Epstein did. He did the exact same thing that big
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein did. What P. Diddy did, the reason that they're going after him is number one, he messed with the wrong people. He messed with people who were bigger than him because he thought he was something. He went after the alcohol industry, and that's why he got his little cojones
What
smacked.
was he doing with the alcohol companies?
Well, he owns Ciroc liquor.
Yeah.
Well, I think he went after the Ace of Spades or some of those one of these great big old liquor companies or something, and both guns blazing after them to try to prove that he was somebody, and they turned the tables on him to prove that he wasn't. But understand, Diddy is protected. The reason that he was allowed, yes, the reason that he has been allowed to victimize all, just like Epstein. Epstein was protected by the government as well. Understand, the government, for entertainment and educational purposes only, is one of the biggest entities involved in human trafficking in the world, is through our government. Okay, and all of these alphabet industries, CIA, FBI, have a lot to do with people going missing or people not looking for people who have gone missing. So when
And
we
also,
got these,
the children in Mexico that were now they're finding out a lot of them were taken for body parts.
sold for parts, they were it's there is literally like a Walmart for human trafficking that is in the dark, and the US government and other governments are part of it.
And they keep saying it's always the illegals that do this human trafficking. It's every person I see that's a child abuser, etc. It's all white men,
Rich, filthy rich.
or they're cops, or they're leaders of their church who
Yes.
groom children.
You look at what Texas did. All of the human trafficking, all these people who have been gathered up, who they want to call illegals, were gathered up by Texas administration, put on planes and buses and shipped places. That is human trafficking. That is the definition of human trafficking, being done by government, by sitting government officials. So to say that our regular government isn't involved in children disappearing, all those babies who went missing in 2020, all those babies who were separated from their
That
parents
was
and have
so terrible.
never
First
been
time I saw Rachel Maddow cry.
Yes, that was our government selling children to the highest bidder.
And Trump didn't care.
Oh, he was part of it. He was part of it. And I can't believe so many people still don't believe that these children that are going missing are not being taken to make all these old rich people young again. There's so many of our babies are just dying, and it's the melanated babies. It's
Yeah.
because it's the melanin that they're harvesting.
Now, do you feel energetically, Tanya, about hope for this world? Are you
Yes,
feeling more of the goodness take over than the bad?
yes,
Good.
yes, and specifically because this planet's vibration has risen. Our vibration, all of us, even the people who don't even realize that there is a vibration, our planet has risen. We have leveled up, so much so to the point to where people are going to be able to see the second moon, Nibiru. Um, that's always been there for the last 20 years, but people's consciousness has risen high enough to people where a lot of people will be able to see that. People will understand that our consciousness, that we are more powerful than we believe we are, and we have been told everything that we have been taught is to keep our vibration so low to where we don't remember who we are, and
Yeah.
that is what they are doing. But so many of us now, and you can't stop it because the train has left the station. So this awakening is literally all of us growing, and becoming who we were before we forgot and were lied to and were tricked into supporting this matrix, because we create this world we live in every day. We recreate this only because we don't understand that we don't have to recreate the same thing.
Right. And we love resistance. We love
Yes,
that. We love fighting against something.
yes,
And that it doesn't work that way. Because I remember when I first started doing this show and we were all hating Trump and calling him this name and that name. And my guide said one day, knock it off. And I'm like, what? They said, stop name calling them, stop doing the negative because that puts you in a state of resistance. Don't feed into it. So I told everybody, my guide said that we got to knock it off. And oh, people got mad at me, girlfriend. How could you say that? He's worthless. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's not those things. I'm just saying the guides, in order to create well-being, they can't have this interrupting our
yes.
system.
It's all energy, and if it's low energy doesn't get below, doesn't get above that orange chakra. We have got to be vibrating at least at heart level, green, blue, purple. We got to get out of the red, orange, and yellow, because that's where it's all resistance, it's all duality, and that's where we're just existing and trying to survive. That's fear. We got to get out of fear and get into jubilation. And that is the word, jubilation, because once we are happy and satisfied with who
That
we are,
creates more of the same.
yes, and when we are satisfied, when we are okay with ourselves, we can manifest
Quickly.
so easily. And it's all about just the belief in ourselves and letting go of all the worldliness and saying, you know what, I know who I am. I don't have to believe that some politician is going to save me, or is going to make my life better. I'm the one who makes my life better, or I'm the one who makes my life worse. If I'm always worrying, then I'm inviting more worry. But if I'm celebrating and I'm saying, I can do this, I'm not afraid, then the universe is going to give me everything that keeps me in that vibration. And I
Because
think
you're a
that's what we're doing.
vibrational match.
Yes.
That which is likened to itself is drawn. You
Yes.
cannot create what you're not. So if you want, like I read for a lot of people, and I understand sometimes when they're like, I know I'm supposed to be doing something for this world. I know I'm thinking this, I'm thinking that. I said, why don't you just hand it over? Just give it to the realm and tell them I am, like I did when with my cancer, when he said, what are you doing? You know, there's no such thing as death. And I got so embarrassed. And I handed my life over. When you actually say to them, look, I know I'm supposed to be doing something. I'm not quite sure what it is, but in faith, I hand it to you. You tell me. then let it go. You can't keep thinking about it going over, because then you cause that state of resistance.
Yes.
But did you say you talked to terrestrials, higher
Yes.
forms?
Yes.
And what are they saying about the earth right now? Are they sad or?
No. And we don't need to be sad.
Okay.
We need to, the jubilation is where we need to be.
Like when Kamala says joy, a lot of people ring with that.
Joy. And that's the word, joy, that the jubilation, the joy. And once if we can exist in joy, then that's where we're going. That is what's going to take us over the top, because you can't be scared and and be in jubilation at the same time. It's a dichotomy. It doesn't mix. So
Yeah.
it's telling, we have to tell ourselves that we refuse to dwell where it doesn't serve us.
Exactly. Because our mind, we're humans, we get caught up in the stupidest thoughts.
We get stuck.
Yeah. And that's what watching the news, it really corrodes our ability to get out of that, Debbie Downer stuff.
And that's why I mean, if I try to watch the news 2 or 3 minutes, I have a stomach ache and I'm ill. I can't lower my vibration to watch any of it. And tell me, I don't know how you are, but tell me, as soon as they say the first thing, it's like everything else just rolls out. There's nothing. All of this news, it only goes one way. It is so easy to predict because nothing ever changes. It
Right.
is this all of this horribleness all stays in the same cycle. So it is so easy to predict what is going to happen next because it never changes. The bad people keep doing bad things. They
Right.
keep lying, and then the people who are trying to change it are the ones who are telling the truth. And that feels different than the vibration that the liars and I don't know. I believe most people can feel that. Most people can
Yeah.
feel
And
when
I
people are telling
watch
the truth.
because I like to get pieces of the news so I can interpret it. But this morning I had on Morning Joe for a second, and they were saying that the race is such that it's a hair's breadth. It's so close.
See, I
And
don't believe that.
I turned it off. I said, no, it's not.
No, no. It's a gulf divide.
It's
But see,
not.
that people don't understand that the mainstream media is
They need you to turn them on and be scared.
but it's run by the 1%. They control the narrative. So of course, if they let everybody know, you don't have to worry about Kamala winning. She's going to win. If the news said that, nobody would watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
They
they've
want you
got
to
to
be
keep
afraid.
people scared. They have got to keep people scared. That's what keeps people sitting in front of the television.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's all
Oh,
they
that
push.
Fox News, that's terrible. Will people finally come around? Will this nation finally wake up and smell the coffee?
Will this nation? I unfortunately I believe that so many Americans are going to be the last ones to get clued in, because the whole rest of the world can see what the majority of us can see. But we have, unfortunately, they did real good. When Trump said he loves the poorly educated,
You meant
he
it.
meant that with every being, every fiber in him, because that is the one thing that America has done. It has lowered the IQ of the average American to where most Americans literally struggle with simple things.
Yeah.
And that was on purpose.
I know. Hold on 1 second, girlfriend. So, oh my God, girl, so much information. This is so much fun. So I was just asking her about if she had any openings for readings. You're on TikTok too. What's your handle on TikTok?
Tanya Stingley.
Okay. And then you're also
and
on YouTube. I need to put your thing on here. People can subscribe to your show.
yes.
And also she does readings and she has openings. I'm going to schedule myself for a reading because I can tell vibrationally, girl, you be rocking it.
I can't wait to read you.
Oh my God. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
I can't wait.
So she does readings. You can see her on TikTok under her name, Tanya Stingley. And and schedule yourself up. I better write as soon as I get done with this and get myself on the books because you're gonna be busy.
All right. All
So
right.
with sort of a closing, what do you recommend for people in these trying times to be able to survive this?
Number one, the first thing that everybody has got to do is exhale. We're going to be all right. And you've been saying it for all these years. Even, when you were saying, I don't see Armageddon, I don't see Armageddon, I don't see Armageddon, we're going to be all right. We're going to have to go through some trying times. We are going to see our world change in ways that we've never
Well, that's
seen.
when my tribe came in. My tribes always said they didn't understand why the white man held on to land so hard because they never did. The land belonged to Mother Earth.
Yes.
That's our lesson now. We're going to understand all those things you own are nothing at the end of the day.
Nothing.
That type of
It's
world
us.
is no more.
It's us. I think what the biggest thing that we're going to awaken to is that we are. It's us. Everything that we have been looking for and waiting for, it's us. This world provides everything that we have always needed. We gave our freedom away. It was wrested away by these people who are in control of our finances and all of that. The one thing, and with this fiat, with money, because that's the next big thing, and we should have talked about that. Oh
Well,
my
do
goodness.
you see the stock market crashing?
I see a lot of stuff happening with money. And for America, it's going to be really scary. When BRICS does what it's going to do in the middle of the month, it is going to throw this entire planet into destabilization. However, this is where we just have to not panic. That the biggest thing that we have to do is to remain calm. We're going to get through everything. And we have to understand that when they mess with the money, that is to create fear. And that's how they're going to get a bunch of people to go against their own best interest through fear. We're going to be all right. Everything will
BRICS. You
work
said
out.
what's happening with BRICS?
Yes. What's happening with BRICS? That is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa coming out with their own currency that will go live. They will only deal with their own money, like the euro is its own currency. BRICS will be its own currency, and all of the nations who are enrolled in that BRICS currency will only trade with that currency, which means, and this was made to break the American dollar. And this rollout is supposed to be around the 15th or 16th of this month. And that's going to happen. Russia and China are out in front of this. But this is to do damage to the American dollar.
Russia
And
broke as hell.
yes, Russia's broke, China's broke. Understand, China is on fire. China is underwater. China doesn't have enough women.
Oh, well, they killed them when they were babies.
Yes, and that's why. What I love, my favorite term is the chickens are coming home to roost. All of the stuff that they put in to try to make men or one race be dominant is going to have a domino effect all over the world. So that's why I say things are going to be hard for a little while. Don't worry about it. Exhale. Don't hold your breath. Breathe. We gonna be all right. We
Yeah.
just gotta we just gotta tell ourselves we gonna be all right and just continue to live, but also be self-sufficient. Be self-sufficient.
Just now when you were talking about this, when you were telling me they're going to try to do their own currency, my guide said as clear as day, and then it'll be like Trump's Truth Social. It's going to collapse with everything else. So they're going to get hit double whammy.
Yeah.
That's what I just got. I didn't even know about this.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's
This is
gonna
the
hurt.
first time I've heard of this.
But oh, you've never heard of BRICS?
Never
Oh
heard
my
of it.
goodness. Well, afterwards, look it up. Just Google it.
Okay, I'll Google it.
But this is going to change the fiat of the whole world, the financial of the whole world. So not just the dollar, everything. So, but once it's done, it's done. Once it's done, it's done. We don't understand how much of a slave we are to money.
Yeah.
We let the dollar control. We're afraid. Oh God, what are we going to do if there's no dollar? We're going to live just like we did yesterday, just like we'll do
Oh,
tomorrow. The world will
we got through
tumble on.
2008. That was Armageddon.
Yeah. Oh, the stock
I'll
market.
never forget, girlfriend. I was reading this little old lady had several million in the stock market. I have no money in the stock market. And she said, Linda, you know, I just, she was like 91 or 92. I just have a bad feeling. What do you think? Should I take my money out of the stock market? And by the way, this is before the crash. And I threw the cards. I said, I'll be doggone. I don't do stock, but my cards are telling you, yeah, move it
Get it
now.
out.
And she did. And then boom, it collapsed.
Yeah. And for people who are watching right now, it might be a good idea for you to diversify your stocks.
Yeah.
Diversify, because a lot of these, a lot, and it's going to be some big names, big name companies that are no longer going to exist because they are going to merge under the table with other people and allow that stock to become worthless. They're going to rob people through the stock market. Conglomerations, and for entertainment and educational purposes only, Facebook, uh, those type of entities. If you have money there, diversify. Just diversify your portfolio. Don't
What
put
about people with regular jobs, like with the county and just regular work people? Are they okay?
Continue to live day by day.
Okay.
Just continue to breathe. You're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
Well, America's doing, we're the top oil producers right now, girl.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that either. Even when the government says, oh, when they raise the prices, which they are already doing, and to try to create panic. Understand that the panic that will be created after these storms and earthquakes, because we are on earthquake watch too. You be safe. We are on big earthquake watch right now. So
I can feel it. My ears have been ringing. I don't know if it's where I'm standing, but it's close by.
Yes, all of California. Last week I saw what I saw was a freight train skidding from Northern California to Southern to Mexico. A freight train. That's what, and I couldn't. All I saw was the train, and I could feel the
rumbling.
The rumbling. So, and it's. I watched Dutchsinse. Dutchsinse has been live since yesterday. We are on earthquake watch. It is imminent.
Okay, so is he what he could just tell what he does it different. I like him too. I'll have to turn around and look at him.
Yes. He did live almost all night last night. But yes, I
can't remember how he figures it out, but he does something.
Well, it's scientific, but if there's an earthquake in Iran, that it will move along the plates and it will give off equidistant, the same size or greater, all the way around the globe until it reaches back to its start point when it will stop. And Dutchsinse, y'all, if you really want to learn about earthquakes and how storms work and about how the government is manipulating our weather, and
the solar flares are big time right now.
Oh yes, and that has a lot to do with it too, but Dutchsinse on YouTube, y'all.
How do you spell it?
DUTCHSINSE. Dutchsinse.
ENSE.
SINSE. Dutchsinse or SENSE. Hold on, let me look real quick. I can
Okay.
look.
I'll put
'Cause
it on the thing so people can look him up. He's pretty good.
he is amazing. Let me see. Dutch. Where you at? I'm in my subscriptions. Come on, Dutch. Dutchsinse.
You got it right, girlfriend.
Dutchsinse. There we
Okay,
go.
you guys, I'll put that down there so you don't forget it. I'm gonna put Tanya's to be able to reach her, you're gonna go to psychic1009@gmail.com. And she has a TikTok, which is just Psychic Tanya, right?
Nope, it's just Tanya Stingley.
Oh, Tanya Stingley.
Mm-hmm.
What did
Tanya Stingley. My YouTube is Tanya Stingley, and my Facebook is Tanya Stingley.
Okay, so
And Instagram. It's all Tanya Stingley.
damn, how do you keep? I tried joining those and I can't keep up.
Oh, I don't post on everything every day.
I can barely answer people. I don't know how to do it.
No, but on TikTok, if you want to see me doing the telekinesis, that's what I mostly post on
I
TikTok.
can't wait. I can't wait, girlfriend.
Right
So
on.
listen, you and me this time next month, or
Oh,
you want a
definitely.
couple of weeks, or what do you want?
Whenever you're free.
Well, I'm pretty much opening my schedule now. So
All right. So you throw out a date.
okay, well, I'll say goodbye to everybody and then I'll grab my calendar. So hold on. So
All
bye,
right.
you guys. It was wonderful. And her and I are hooking up again because I'm excited.
Oh yeah, we got
Yes.
lots to talk
We
about.
got lots to talk about.